seeds are playing in only their 6th tournament together. They're in their 6th final. That is remarkable. They're up against the former world number ones, Matsutomo and Takahashi. And then, of course, we finish with the all-Malaysian men's singles final. So our next final, as you can see, is men's doubles. Kien Keat and Boon up against Gideon Markus and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. Well, looking at the men's doubles draw from the quarter-final stage, only 3 seeds left in it. Quarter-final, 6 different nations, and by semi-final stage, we had 4 different nations involved. The Koreans, the Malaysians, the Indonesians and the Japanese pair. And that's always tremendous, isn't it, to have a mix of nations at semi-final stage. But it is the former champions, Koo and Tan, unseeded this year, up against another unseeded pair. Incidentally, the only seeds, as you can see, on semi-final stage were Kim Ji-jung and Kim Sa-rang, the number 1 seeds. So, seeds not having a good day at or a good week rather, at the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold. It has to be said, we lost 2 of the seeds before the tournament got underway. The number 2 seeds, Mads Conrad and Mads Golling from Denmark, and the number 4 seeds, Pratama and Suwadi. So as our court officials get introduced to the fans here for our 3rd final.
Ladies and gentlemen, men's doubles finalists. Unix Sunrise Hong Kong Open quarterfinalists. Thai Hot China Open quarterfinalists. Unix French Open quarterfinalists. And Swiss International 2015 champion. From Malaysia, Tan Boon Young, Koo
Kien Keat leads out his partner Tan Boon Hyung, the tall left-hander. 3 times they've won this title. Today they will contest their 5th final at this particular event. They won the title in 2009, 2011 and 2012. Beaten finalists in 2013. Can they make it 4 titles and create a record in doing so?
2015 quarterfinalists. Unix Sunrise Hong Kong Open quarterfinalists. From Indonesia, Gideon Markus and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo.
Gideon Markus leads out his partner Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. This their 4th career final together. They were in 3 finals last year, winning 1 title, the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix. 2 finals. They were silver medalists at the Southeast Asian Games in Singapore, and also beaten finalists at the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold event. So this their 2nd Grand Prix Gold final, the young Indonesians. Well, our umpire has conducted the toss of the coin. Sudeep Bave of India, our umpire for this one. Well, in all my work last night to try and find stats about women's singles and European-born players, I did learn that no pair has ever won 4 Grand Prix Gold titles at the same event in the same discipline. So if Koo and Tan were to do that today, they will create a record, having done. It's happened in the singles, of course. Malaysian Lee Chong Wei has won 4 Malaysian Grand Prix Gold singles titles. So the 30-year-old and his partner are currently number 18 in the world. They have been as high as 1. 54 weeks as world number ones, to be precise. And as you can see, Keat has won 5 Commonwealth Games gold medals. Not quite a record. So to his partner, Boon, 28-year-old. Incidentally, these two players share a birthday, not the same year, but they were both born on the 18th of September. Born in Keat, the left-hander. He's a tall man, 181, that's 5'11", and he's got 2 Commonwealth Games gold medals. Happened to have won the Asian Games as well, this Malaysian pair, the All England Championships, twice medalists at World Championships. The list goes on and on. They really do have a good CV. Gideon Markus, 24 years of age, born in Jakarta. And he and his partner are currently at a career high of 16 in the world. Now that's the Grand Prix gold I was telling you about in Chinese Taipei last year. They weren't actually the champions, they were beaten finalists. They won the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix. I know it is terribly confusing, but we have the Grand Prix golds above the Grand Prix, and Chinese Taipei have both a Grand Prix gold and a Grand Prix. So, the man from Banyuwangi, easternmost end of Java. If I'm correct, it's a seaport, isn't it? Between Java and the island of Bali. Well, our umpire, Sudeep Bave.
Kien and Bulutangkis, Malaysia. Markus Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo, Indonesia. Kien to serve 2. Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. Love all. Play.
So 2 unseeded pairs in the men's doubles final. The former champions at the far side of the court, Keat and Boon. This is the second meeting between these two pairs, and the only previous meeting was in the quarter-final of the Vietnam Grand Prix, which the Indonesians won in 2 straight games. Now, when I was saying that they're trying to become the first pair to win 4 titles at the same Grand Prix gold event in the same discipline, I can tell you there is a player who has managed that in the women's doubles, and that's Jang Ye Na at her home event, the Korean Grand Prix Gold. But she won her 4 titles with 3 different partners. Now, that's pretty astonishing in itself, isn't it? Very casually left by Keat. It's good placement of the smash from Finaldi. There he is. He enjoyed a very successful partnership with Markus Kido. With Kido, he won the Indonesia Grand Prix Gold and also the French Super Series. They won the French Super Series of 2013 as qualifiers. Kido and Finaldi. Oh, my goodness gracious me. He put disguise on that smash and he left the Malaysians absolutely stranded. I tell you, he's one of the most exciting young players in the world of badminton. Sukamuljo. It's incredibly quick. And he's very exciting and dynamic to watch. Now, they don't like the call. I thought, looking at that again, I thought the line judge made the correct call. I thought that was in. It's just long. Well, I was saying about the Malaysians, what a wonderful CV they've got. This is their 38th career final together. They've won 21 titles. They've been in 17 Super Series tournament finals, 2 medals from World Championships, 2 medals from Asian Games. Asian Games are gold and a silver. But now playing as independent players. Gone long.
8-5.
Goodness, he climbed a ladder to hit that one. What a jump smash. My goodness, how the game is developing. Look at that athleticism. We saw in the women's singles the previous final, didn't we? Kirsty Gilmore, jump smashes, dives. More and more dynamic, this sport. Well, as so often in men's doubles, some of the rallies extremely short. So much pressure on the serve and the return of serve. Oh, that's a great smash from Boon Hyung. Oh my goodness, good rally. Oh, well, Kien Keat weathering the storm. Solid defence. That's a delightful little half-court push. And no power for Sukamuljo to feed off. Another good rally, yeah. Well, a gasp of disappointment from the fans, but I have to say I'd much rather see the Malaysians play like that than just being content to lift. I like the fact that Kien Keat was wanting to go forward, wanting to intercept. A couple of years ago, when they left the national training setup, I thought he was far too passive in his play. Now back to some of the aggression. Yeah. Shuttle going with the drift and going along of that back line. So it's the Indonesians who have the advantage at the mid-game interval, albeit just one solitary point. And psychologically, it makes a difference. Well, with the Malaysians playing like this, an aggressive style, we could be in for a thrilling final. Anthony Cantona, the coach. And Lee Wenhua, didn't he have a great partnership with Chun Tan Fook and Chun Chun Nen? Yeah, the coach there. He had a very good men's doubles partnership with Chan Chong Ming. That was a good return of serve. That was the mid-court area that I was talking about in the mixed doubles final. Applies to all doubles. Get it past the net player, but make the shuttle land in front of the rear court player when you aim towards the tram lines.
30, 11.
Yeah. That's where he's so good from the front of the court, Keat. It's very much their favoured formation. He likes to go forward, and the powerful left-hander playing to them from the back of the court. Well, he's got one of the best smashers in the game. Brilliant. They're turning back the clock. This is Kuan Tan resembling some of their best form. Oh, well taken. Well, the Indonesians have got to be very, very wary of playing anything back to the net position when this man is in the vicinity. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, classic Kuan Tan move. Well, when you see them playing like this, and my mind goes back to how they were playing a couple of years ago when they really didn't seem to have that much urgency or that much care or passion in their play. And one sort of thinks, well, if you can play like this, you've wasted a couple of years. This is wonderful. Look at this rally. That's brilliant. Flat, fast exchanges. Well, one misses it. And then he's all of a sudden in the right place at the right time to play the winner. Six straight points for Kuan Tan. Low serve is short. Now, that little spell has put a very different complexion on this opening game. Yes, and all of a sudden, the confidence of this young man is no longer oozing from every shot he hits. Now he's looking a little bit tentative. Now he's making one or two errors. Sukamuljo, there he is. Can he settle his nerves? Can he regain his form? The answer is yes. Look at that. Oh, my goodness me. Well, when he started moving forward, I thought, where on earth is he going? But he was in the right place at the right time and then hit it into the net. So it is game point opportunities for the former champions, Koo and Tan. It's gone wide. I don't think he meant to leave that. I think he just missed it. Oh dear, well, slight delay because somebody sitting behind me in this stadium here in Penang using a flashlight on their phone or camera. At this stage, for goodness sake, it's game point opportunities. That is a good serve, isn't it? From Finaldi, and another. It's gone wide. Oh, no, 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 no. That is an overrule from the umpire. The line judge called it out. I'm looking almost straight down that line, and instinctively I thought that was wide. I'm happy to be corrected, but no, that was out. Looking at that again, that was out, surely. Well, it stands. The umpire has made a correction. And therefore it is a game to Keat and Boon, 21-18 in a little under 16 minutes. Yeah, well, I suppose it could be argued that the Indonesians went off the boil a little bit. I think it's that their opponents upped their intensity and upped their game. Well, he was always an exciting player to watch, Keat, when he was playing well at the front of the court. 2 All England finals winners in 2007. Beaten finalists in 2011. Gold medal at the Asian Games in Doha in 2006. Incidentally, that was only their second ever tournament together. And on the back of that, they formed a regular partnership. Well, why wouldn't you? You win the Asian Games gold medal, you wouldn't split up, would you? Surely not.
Second game. Lawal. Play.
So Keat and Boon in their 5th final here are just a game away from their 4th title. Oh, it's gone long. Yeah, and the Malaysians will have to be aware of that drift. Shuttle flying faster, going towards that far side of the court as we're looking down. Shuttle stuck in the net there. Yeah, now that's what I would do if I was the Indonesians. I'd try and get Gideon Keat to the back of the court. I'd try and work him from side to side at the back. And that's not going to help just lifting short like that as far as the Indonesians are concerned. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's an excellent return of serve. Look how tight this is. Hits the top of the tape. Still tumbling. And the fans here in the Spice Arena have got a little quieter. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's gone off to get a new racket. Unbelievable. What a rally. Oh. I don't believe it. This is extraordinary. Oh, change of pace. And finally, the Malaysians win the rally of the match so far. Well, it was absolutely extraordinary when Sukamuljo ran off court to change his racket. Oh, quite clearly the longest rally of the match as well. It's so well taken. Oh my goodness me. Totally mistimed it. Sensational. My goodness me, the timing on that had to be perfect. Take a look at this. That is magnificent. No, it's gone wide. It's one or two little signs to me that Malaysians are beginning to feel the pace. They're not quite as sharp onto the shuttle anymore. That is phenomenal. That really is. He's not the tallest of athletes. Sukamuljo, and look at that. How did he get that angle? Oh, brilliant. Oh, anything you can do. Yeah, that's good play. Good rally. That's good placement of the smash. And good power too from Gideon Markus Fernaldi. And it means that the Indonesians have a 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval here in game number 2. And I wonder if the Malaysian coaches have noticed the same as me, that the Malaysian players just lost a little bit of that reaction speed. Will they advise them to change the tactics a bit, I wonder? Or will they say, come on, get this done and dusted in 2 straight games? If you're feeling the fatigue, whatever the mind says, the matter doesn't work.
11-7.
Oh, my goodness. How casual was that? Yeah. Well, he was right to leave it. I was expecting his partner to play it. But it went long. Good rally. Oh my goodness, good dive. Oh! That's a good rally. And the court attendants will need to come up. Oh dear, was that a bit of a hobble from Gideon Markus as he got back up there? That's worrying if it was. Some of the players nowadays, especially the singles players, just seem to bounce back up again. That did look an awkward landing for Gideon Markus. $13-9. Yeah, now that's a clear sign to me of the fatigue. Static at the front of the court, Gideon Markus. And I noticed earlier he just wasn't moving, his reactions weren't as sharp, but that was darn right stationary. Well, we all need a little bit of luck at times, and that was a little bit of luck. Clash of rackets. Yeah, there's the reactions. Not as quick as they were in the opening game. Mistiming the defensive shot. Oh, brilliant. Oh, change of pace. Good rally. And this is the sort of tactics that used to frustrate me watching the Malaysians play, where they're just content to lift and lift the shuttle once more. You don't win doubles matches by defending. You've got to have a good defence, no doubt about it. But you're going to win matches by attacking. Look, here they are, defence again. You see, this is what you've got to rely on, opponents making errors. And quite simply, at this elite level, I'm not sure you can rely on that. Certainly not at Super Series level. No, I don't think Grand Prix Gold level either. This just a tier below the Super Series. And quite frankly, look at the entry for some of the Grand Prix Gold events nowadays, and they're featuring all the same players that play in the Super Series. That's a great return of serve. That really was. And that's not the first time he's hit a net cord with a net shot on the return. And he does that too many times for it just to be luck. 3 points away from a third and deciding game. Oh, that was a good return this time from Boon. Oh, that's an incredible drop shot. Great change of pace and great disguise on the shot. And now 7 game point opportunities to level this final at 1 game apiece. Yeah, well, that was a giveaway, that last shot. 21-13, absolute gift. Error on the return of serve. 21-13. Match time in total, 32 minutes. Yeah, look at that, clearly long. Rule number 1, make your opponent play the shot. If you hit it straight out, they don't have to play. So 1 game apiece, 1 game all in this men's doubles final. Now, Lee Wan-Hwa definitely saying something to Koo about his intercepting at the net, as he's gone off the boil. Needs to start moving again and hunting the shuttle.
Final game. Lower. Play.
So here we go with the 3rd and deciding game. Men's doubles final here at the Malaysia Grand Prix Gold. Oh, that's nice defence. Yeah, it's a good rally and a very good start to this 3rd and deciding game by the Malaysians. Oh, yes. Yes, and that's the problem when you're a little bit static with your feet, as Keat was there. Lose your balance if the shuttle comes anywhere other than the perfect placement for you. That's why you need to keep your feet moving. Readjust your positioning with little steps. Yeah, well, the Indonesians just telling the umpire about somebody there, the far side of the court, that's using a flashlight on the camera, and that's distracting them. Ah, that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well, I think he's right to try and encroach in on the net, but he's got to be more decisive about moving forward, and his partner has got to be more alert to the fact that he's expected to go to the back of the court. First time in the match. Oh, well, it was called out. I thought it was out, but there was almost a bit of a nasty reaction there. Malaysians thought it was in. Indonesians were prepared to fight their corner. Look at that defence. Oh, that's landed well in. Well, I wonder if the drift has changed a little, because they have been flying along that far side of the court, and that one definitely stayed in. That's wide, though. No, neither pair really able to take a grip of this. Not at the moment. Oh, good flick serve. Good rally. And when Keat is moving his feet at the net, changing his position, look at that, then it's so much more of a threat to his opponent and forcing Sanjaya into error there. Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. Oh. Well, once again, Keat ending up on the floor. And of course, every time that happens, we'll need the court attendant on, mop up the perspiration from the court surface, and that will give the Malaysians a little bit of breathing space. Well, it could not be closer. 1 game all, 9 all in the decider. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he knows it. What commitment on the return of serve. That was superb. That was Tan Boon Hyung of old. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yes, clever. Gideon Markus Finaldi, once again, the change of pace, the delightful disguised drop shot. And it means that the Indonesians have the advantage. Look at it. Look how far back he is in his defensive stance. Kien Keat, he was on the double service line. No wonder he couldn't reach the drop shot. But the advantage is with the Indonesians. Oh, yeah, it's clever. Tried to duck down, maybe even get out of the way of that. Maybe he thought that was going long, but he certainly needed to duck down to give himself the freedom to play the shot. But he couldn't do so in time. Oh, good flick serve. Oh, man, that's careless. Tried to top spin on that. Another good flick serve. Kien Keat looks at the service judge, but no call. And they've opened up a 4-point cushion. Make that 5-point cushion. Yeah, a little smile and then nod towards his partner. Yep, well, we may have lost that rally, but we're doing the right things. Now, what on earth was that about? Couldn't make that out at all. Oh, a couple of mishits. Well, this is far from over yet. Well, I'm still of the belief that the Malaysians, if they want to win this, really have to try, desperately try to get themselves on the attack. I don't see them winning this by defending. that's a good return of serve. Yeah, the harder you get, the slower your reactions are. And that showed with Kukya and Keat in that. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's overdone it. And Kien Keat was lucky to get away with that. The first one was very casual. Good rally. Making his presence felt at the front of the court once more, and doesn't it make a dramatic difference to the outcome of the rally? Although you've got to question why on earth the Indonesians were just playing it back to him. Just 2 points in it. Oh, big gap. Oh my goodness! Oh! Well, I think he's ended up under the net. Oh, that is tremendous effort from Boon Hyung. Look at this. Look at that dive up he gets. His partner plays the next shot. Then he's got to dive once more. But it goes long. Absolutely brilliant. Look at it. Great effort. So a 3-point advantage to the Indonesians, and 3 points away from a first ever Grand Prix gold title. As a combination, that is. Yeah, well, the Malaysians are not finished yet. Oh, that's well taken. That is well taken. Brushing across the feathers so he doesn't hit the net. Look at that. Absolutely textbook. 2 points required for the title. Good flick serve. Always called a fault. Called a fault. Yep, service judge is on her feet. She's saying, I called a fault. Yeah, the umpire hadn't heard, and good service judging. Stood up, as indeed she should, to draw attention to the fact that she had called a fault. Oh, it's all happening, isn't it? Yeah, quite right too. Good call. So match point opportunities. 3 of them to be precise. Well, this is where the nerves are really tested. And they've done it for Gideon Markus Fernaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. A first Grand Prix gold title together in their second Grand Prix gold tournament final, having lost in the final in Taipei last year. Here in Penang, they go one better. And I have to say they thoroughly deserved it. They were more adventurous in their style of play. They were a lot more disciplined in their attacking play. And that is a milestone for them in their fledgling partnership. Today was a 4th final for them, and it's only their 2nd title together. And that's how they did it. They came from a game down, 18-21, 21-13, 21-18, in a match lasting 54 minutes. What a great performance by the young Indonesians. Well, not to be for Kien Keat and Boon. History beckoned, and it was within grasp. But still, it remains for any pair to win 4 Grand Prix gold titles at the same Grand Prix gold tournament. I think it'll take some time for anybody to catch up Zhang Ye now. That's incredible. 4 Korean Grand Prix gold women's doubles titles with 3 different partners.
Ladies and gentlemen,
look,
the men's
Boon
doubles
Hyung's just stretching there. He
ceremony.
felt the pace of that.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, berikut adalah upacara penyampaian hadiah bagi acara bergula lagi.
So to the prize presentation for the men's doubles finalists.
Majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan Yang Berusaha Encik Eng Cincai, Setiausaha Kehormat Persatuan Badminton Malaysia, untuk menjemput dan mengiringi Yang Berhormat Datuk Haji Muhammad Rashid Hasnun, Timbalan
Well,
Ketua
one
Menteri
wonders how many
Satu
more
Pulau Pinang,
chances
dan Yang
Kien
Berusaha
Keat
Datuk Seri
and
Farizan
Boon
bin
Hyung will
Darus,
have of winning
Setiausaha Kerajaan
a
Negeri
major
Pulau
title
Pinang,
like
bagi
this.
menyampaikan hadiah dan cenderahati kepada para pemenang. Dengan segala
At the age
hormatnya,
of 30
dipersilakan.
and 28 independent players. But who knows if they
Men's
can
doubles.
play with this sort of form, they might well qualify for the Rio Olympic Games, and that would be a nice swan song, wouldn't it?
Runners-up from Malaysia, Kien Keat Boon Hyung.
5th time they've made the podium at this particular tournament, and for a 2nd time they've had to settle for 2nd best. My goodness, they put up a brave fight today, but they will not add to their 21 career titles.
2016 champions from Indonesia, Gideon Markus Fernaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo.
Gideon Markus Fernaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. Yeah, sharing a joke with their opponents while on the podium. That's nice to see. Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo receives his medal first.
4,560.
Gideon Markus Finaldi.
Runners-up will receive the
Exciting
prize money of
young pair.
USD 4,560.
Only formed their partnership at the All England Championships in
Champions
March
will
last
receive the
year.
prize money
So
of
within a year,
USD
16 in the world ranking at the
9,480.
moment. I wouldn't be surprised after this victory here in Penang whether they go up 1 or 2 places. Next world ranking round on Thursday next week. Keep your eye out. I think they might go up. So 3 finals complete here on finals day, and the 3 titles going to players from 3 different nations. Next up, we've got women's doubles, and if the former world number 1s, Matsutomo and Takahashi, were to beat the number 6 seeds, Tang Yuanting and Yu Yang, then of course we would be guaranteed the 5 titles going to players from 5 different nations. Now that's only happened 5 times previously, so that would be pretty special, wouldn't it? But I think this
Ladies
women's
and
doubles
gentlemen,
could be a tremendous
women's
match. I
doubles
watched
final.
Tang Yuanting and Yu Yang yesterday, and I thought they'd even improved from the end of last year. And at the end of last year, they reformed their partnership, 4 tournaments played and 4 finals reached, winning 3 of them. Of course, the last match